today's a working day. I'm working from home. And I don't know, it's gonna be a challenge because normally when I work from home, I have one kid with me or I do it at night when they're sleeping, and I'm just trying to avoid working at night if I can. I'm home with my 4-year-old, my 15-month-old. I'm trying to find a way to keep them entertained as much as possible. So, do you know how this works? So the day is starting strong. I'm going to do a workout while my kids have breakfast. That's my plan anyway. We have, so far, not too much mess. Yeah, no, well, not too much so far. I basically make a giant playpen and I let them roam free and I work there. It's all a big mess. I've set up a tent because I think that might provide some entertainment for approximately 10 minutes. We'll see how that goes. I'm making breakfast right now. Both my kids are allergic to eggs. We don't have a lot of groceries in the kitchen and I'm trying to get a bit more creative and cost effective because my gosh, everything is getting so expensive. This might be something that's already done somewhere in the world. I don't know, but I just basically get chickpea flour, buckwheat flour, whatever flour I've got on hand basically, but more like a protein flour. So chickpeas, buckwheat, I chucked a bit of oat in there and some tapioca to give it like that bindingness. And in this case, I grabbed cocoa quench or coconut milk. Normally I'll get any milk that I've got. And a bit of grated cheese. And I've turned it into like a big kind of patty. That's it there. So we're gonna have that for breakfast. And I'm in love with, I'm not a Vegemite lover. I've eaten it once in my life and I think I was a bit traumatized. I remember them giving it to me in preschool and it was so thickly layered. I thought it was Nutella and I couldn't, and I've never touched it again. But my daughter has tried it at preschool and she completely loves it because they probably served it to her properly. So I was like, well, because I'm a bit of am I a crunchy mum? I don't know what the term is. But anyway, I went to the health food store to find an equivalent and I have discovered this stuff, cultured black gold. It is expensive. Like this tub is $18, so it's expensive. You use it really sparingly. I'm so addicted to it. It is absolutely delicious and it's so good for you. All the ingredients are just clean, healthy. There's gut good stuff in there, so I love it and I love giving it to my kids. So I'm going to get my patty that I made. I just try and make some form of bread alternative with some protein-ish powder that I have in my kitchen. I'm going to use that, spread a bit of this cultured black gold on it, and maybe if we've got some avocado, put some on the side, and that's what we're having for breakfast. While the kids have breakfast, I'm going to attempt to work out, and then we're going to see how the day goes and see if I'm actually successful in achieving 4 to 5 hours of work. We'll go to the playground this afternoon.
Yeah, I was thinking about saying that in the video too.
Were you thinking about saying that? Where are you? You're under the table. Oh, you're in the tent. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're already playing beautifully in the tent. Okay, so let's just get started with that. Look at that. Like, I'm no chef, but does that not look like the most delicious kind of breakfast pizza you've ever seen? Literally so good, and it hits the bready spot, but it's not bread. Nothing wrong with bread, but like it's actually protein. So good. So far, working day's been a bit of a challenge, and my son must be in some kind of leap or something because there's just no sleeping. I don't know. So I'm going to go for a quick walk with him. Hopefully the pram puts him to sleep. He sleeps much better in the pram during the day than in his cot, which is great when I'm out, but not when I'm trying to work from home. So quick lap around the block, maybe buy a coffee, and then I'll get back to work. And like, the house is slowly but surely falling apart. So I'll have to get onto that later tonight. I mean, look at this. That's disgusting.
When we wake up, we can go to a quick walk to see that the build is made.
Yeah. So, here's the deal. Went for a walk at about, I think it was like 2 o'clock. My son fell asleep as soon as we left the house. And then I went and got a coffee because I have, like, the sleep that we've been having has been shocking. Like, I'm not joking. It's been horrendous. Currently, I sleep with my daughter and my son in my bed. I don't know. My daughter, who's 4 and a bit, she wakes up throughout the night constantly. My son does too. I just have this feeling that like they know that I'm there or something. Like there's something like subconscious that like I'm right there. I'm contemplating whether or not it's better for me to remove myself from the situation and see if they both sleep well. I'm thinking about sleeping on the couch tonight. Let them take over my room. They're in bed now. I'll do some work and then my son might wake up. Sometimes he does. Anyway, so we went for a walk because I was trying to get my son to sleep. He fell asleep straight away when we left the house, and I should have turned around and come back in and let him sleep in the pram for a bit, which I do sometimes. But instead I was like, well, let's just quickly go grab a coffee. And in the time that it took to go get the coffee and come back, my daughter got angry about something and stomped her feet on the footpath right next to the pram. He woke up and I was like, you're joking. I really needed him to have a good solid nap. Long story short, I've had very little work progress today because just literally from lunchtime onwards the house is a mess. I feel so unaccomplished. I'm having not great dinner, but it's okay. So I'm going to stop yapping. I'm going to work and eat at the same time and hopefully have half an hour to myself at the end of it. Let's hope. So last night was a shocker. Again, I ended up sleeping in my bed with my kids because it's so cold at the moment. We are taking it easy this morning, but we've decided we need to be outside today. Yesterday was a full day almost a full day indoors of mummy trying to work, managing to get some stuff done, but I ended up working until 11 o'clock at night. So I'm just so tired and I don't want to do that today. I need to kind of get us out of this cage that is our home. So we've decided to go to the beach. It's freezing cold. We're just going to walk along the sand, look at the water, get some sun in our eyes, and maybe go and get an ice cream or a frozen yogurt or something. So let's do that because yeah, this morning has been a rinse and repeat of yesterday. Tired mum, trying to get some like relaxation time, and then I'm like, oh my god, like get out of bed, just start the day. It's 10 o'clock and I'm still in pajamas and I don't like we're stopping that. We're changing it up. So I'm gonna have a quick shower. My kids are already dressed and ready. Okay, so we're ready to go. And we're just gonna leave the place like this, aren't we? Because why not? Yeah, so don't even ask about what I'm wearing because I'm just not sure. I don't know how to dress anymore and I feel like this is something and my daughter's been practicing writing her name on the mirror. Excuse that. I need to learn how to dress again. Let's go. We're home and the mess we avoided while we were gone has made up for itself. My daughter fell asleep in the pram, so I've had to bring it in. Oh my god, look. Jumpers, water bottle, like, it's like we were going on holidays. Anyway, had a great day. It has been probably 3 weeks since the last bit of footage you just saw. We got suddenly sick, as in like all of us. Then we have had 3 weeks of hospitals, you name it, pneumonia, all of it. And it is just, I have never in my life not recovered from something quickly. We're all on the way up now, but I needed to finish off this video. So my kids are currently with my parents. My parents have been overseas for a while. They got back recently. So I have a bit of a chance to do some work. There is plenty of cleaning to be done. You know when you're sick and then things pile up. I try not to let it happen because it drives me insane. But at the end of the day, like, rest has to happen. So anyway, that's where we're at. My plant needs watering. Oh my gosh. Okay, I've neglected everything. My plants are dying. So I'm going to do that right now. But I just needed to, finish this video off basically. If you're in Australia, have you been smashed with viruses? Because I feel like everyone that I know has been, and it is just, the cold is not helping. Like, it is icy cold. I feel like in this country we're not, well, at least in Sydney, we're not equipped for this cold. So I don't know if that's helping anyway. We have missed multiple days of preschool, multiple, swimming lessons and sports lessons and all that kind of stuff. We are just not in our usual routine. So tell me, is the same thing happening for you? Or is it just our family? On that note, I'm going to head off and get to doing some stuff now that I've got a little window of kid-free time, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye.